for waking up every 2 hours, thinking that I was going to miss my alarm. Didn't want to miss this moment, wanted this to be the best day ever in my entire career, because this is the moment of truth. This is the moment that I've been preparing for my entire life. And these are moments that only come once in a while, because you don't know when the next one's coming. And so every 2 hours you're getting up, wondering, when is that sun going to come out? Well, when it finally comes up like it is now, first thing a guy must say to himself, today is going to be a beautiful day. That's the first thing he must say when his feet hit the ground. Today is going to be a beautiful day. And then he starts his process. Brushing his teeth a lot faster than he used to. Trying to drink more water than he normally would. Trying to calm down that nervous energy that's flowing around through his body and through his heart and everything else, because his heart is pumping a lot faster than it normally would. He tried all week to contain it and to allow it to grow. But in these moments like this, you can't contain it. It grows on its own because you're very excited. It's almost like you secure that very first customer, that very first distribution channel that provides you the opportunity to continue to grow your business. That's what they're feeling this morning. They get down, they have a breakfast very similar to what you actually have, except they have chefs actually prepared. They got all kinds of stuff. They got chicken, they have fried food, they have waffles, they have everything that they can possibly want. And after they get done having breakfast, then they have another meeting. A final meeting to talk about, or a quick individual running back meeting, or defensive back meeting, or linebacker court meeting, offensive meeting. They break up in these little groups. And maybe sometime around 10 o'clock, they'll go in and watch a little bit of tape, just to get some final touches and tips. Then they head back to their room. They'll lay down, watch a little television, a little ESPN, and get caught up on today's news to see if their opponents did something stupid last night. Or said something stupid yesterday. And then they sweet mate in themselves and talk about it. They talk about what's going on. What is this moment? What does it really mean to you? What do you expect for today? How excited are you? All of those things are running through these guys' heads. Okay? And they might take a nap. The ones who can, they will. The ones who can't, well, they just toss and turn in their beds just thinking about it. Almost like a little kid on Christmas Day, thinking about Santa Claus and what's going to be underneath the Christmas tree. That's what it's like. That's truly what it's like. Then they'll head back to the 2 o'clock meeting, or since the game is at 3, they'll probably head back to a 12 o'clock meeting, something like that. And then they'll talk one more time. They'll go to chapel and pray about this moment, because this is a beautiful moment for both teams. And here's one of my favorite moments, is being able to get on that bus, the very first group to leave to go to the stadium. I always want to be on that first bus to go. And I would sit up front in the first row. That was my reserve spot. Across from me was Jimmy Johnson or some coach. Because I wanted to see everything. As we left the hotel, seeing all the people around, cheering us on as we leave. And mind you now, we stayed in a separate hotel from my host hotel, so the family members was not with us last night. Matter of fact, we departed about 30, 40 minutes away from everyone else, so we can just have our private moment. But still, somehow or another, the fans figured out where we were at. But once you get on that bus, you leave that hotel, and you start to head towards that stadium. You get a chance to see the sky. You get a chance to see the sun. In this case, you may see some water. And all you're doing is contemplating what's going on, what's going to happen. You're taking it all in. And in the back of your mind, you're saying to yourself, I do not want to be that guy. That guy that made that fatal mistake that cost my team a game. Mind you now, I'm thinking if I make this mistake, the entire world is going to see it. And they're going to remember it. So it's almost like that discount double check commercial with Aaron Rodgers, where the referee turns on the mic and says, well, you do this and you do this, and your mic is on? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And so as you come down the highway and as you pull into Santa Clara to go into the state, you're going to see rows of people, you're going to see cars, you're going to see different colored jerseys, you're going to see orange, you're going to see Carolina blue, you're going to see Bronco orange, you're going to see everything. And you're going to take it all in. You're going to see some people flipping you the bird on Sunday. You're going to see some people saying you're going to go down. You're going to hear people saying, let's win this game. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff. But you take it every last bit of it in. And once you pull into that stadium, oh, it's time. It's time. My time is now. And I might not ever have another chance like this. So these guys are thinking in their head, I have to see the moment. My moment, my time is right now. And all of you that are sitting here right now thinking about the game that you're going to watch, who's going to make the big play? Who's going to make the turnovers? Who's going to force passes? Who's going to run the best? Who's going to do this? Everybody in the world trying to figure out what's going to happen. In reality, no one knows. No one knows. Because you have humans involved. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And I know right now people say the Carolina Panthers, they are the young team, which is true. Denver Broncos, they have Peyton Manning and so forth, and they're a young team as well. We were there. People said that the Buffalo Bills had more experience than the Dallas Cowboys in '92, which they did. Matter of fact, they had 3 years of Super Bowl experience and 3 losses. They still haven't figured out what caused the first 2 losses. Carolina was just like us. We were young, inexperienced, but we didn't care. And I think Carolina is the best team. I really do. And I think they have the best quarterback. I really do, right now. No disrespect to Peyton Manning, but I think Peyton Manning is, man, unless he catch that youth in the bottle today. And that arm is able to go a lot farther than it has in recent weeks. And this accuracy can be on. And if that happens, we have us a very, very good ball. But I do anticipate a lot of turnovers today because the team's been off for 2 weeks. The defensive coordinator's been preparing to stop the run for 2 weeks. If you give someone 2 weeks to prepare for you, it makes for a tough running day for both teams. It should. It should. But I'm going to take a step back and say, well, who has the better running game out of the 2? I still think Carolina. But don't be surprised. It's the unsung hero from Denver that makes something happen pretty big, pretty special in the run game. All because he might be the guy that no one is expecting to have a big-time performance. The thing that concerns me about the Denver Broncos outside of Peyton Manning's arm is that their second running back, Emmitt, he may turn the ball over. And if he turns the ball over, it can be a long day for the Broncos. Cam, big guy, strong guy. He's been in big games, big moments. He loves them. He relishes in them. Controversy, he deals and thrives in it. We've all seen it. He has a history of it. Alabama, down 20-some points. Auburn, Alabama game, and brings them back and wins it. Tells his team, we're going to do it. That's great leadership. Go through all the controversy, through the Heisman Trophy and all that stuff. Gets it, comes to the National Football League, learns how to mature into the role that he's supposed to be as the franchise face of that team. He has earned his right to be in this game. So I look at him and I say, man, I'm proud. Because you want a young player like him. You want young players like others to mature in their role and become a professional athlete. A professional athlete. Not an immature athlete, but a professional athlete. And take control of this team and lead them in the way that they should go. And he has done that. So today, it's a beautiful day for all of us, because today we get a chance to witness a piece of history. 50 years of the Super Bowl. 20 years ago, this day, It was my last Super Bowl. 20 years ago this day was my last Super Bowl. Super Bowl 30 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I had a chance to take that ride 3 times. And I've enjoyed every ride. And I remember every moment. Because it is a moment that you can never ever forget. Because it was the moment of truth. And I'm so proud to say I never experienced a loss in the Super Bowl because I don't ever want to let that feel.